Hey everybody, Kicking It Retro here today, and it's time to level up. We've got a match versus Damon. We're going to talk all about Comfey and its ultimate support strategy of Floral Healing. I'm rocking the same team as always. My opponent has an Arcaladon, which I see as a prime partner to go with that Comfey. I also got a Bastiodon, Rillaboom, Arcaladon, Sneasler, and Politoed. We're in for quite a match. Let's jump into it and see how it went down. Thank you guys for all the support. If you did not see the YouTube post, I just want to break down what we're kind of planning as we jump into the end of the year. We're going to be doing, I think, about 12 to 14 videos in the next little bit of span of 10 days. I'll do one video, and then it'll be 4 or 5 hours before you'll see another one. Some days you'll see 2 videos, some days you'll only see 1. And that's how we're going to end it off. I've got 2 big things I want to finish off before the end of the year, and then we'll jump right back where we left off. We'll put a bookmark in it and get right back where we left off and finish up. I do want to tie up the global challenge so that we can get into something else after the first of the year. We got a shiny Comfey on the other side again, led with that Arcaladon as I figured it would be, as I've got Annihilate and Stonejourner, one of my most dynamic duo, who hasn't seen a whole lot of use in this tournament. Stonejourner's power spot ability alongside the power of Annihilate is really, really fantastic. Rage Fist doesn't have to get super powered up because Annihilate already has that power spot bonus from Stonejourner, and that's really, really helpful. Arcaladon's kind of a problem, though, because you've got the Floral Healing in the back with Comfey, plus its Triage ability, allowing it to use any healing moves before any other Pokemon on the field, giving its healing moves priority, and that is a problem when you've got something as bulky as Arcaladon with Stamina on the other side. He decides to go ahead and Draining Kiss me into the Stonejourner and Body Press with the Arcaladon. Luckily, Stonejourner is an absolute beast and lives that very, very nicely. And that Drain Punch, I was just talking about that power spot, and that is how strong power spot is, ladies and gentlemen. We almost take that Arcaladon out, and after the Earthquake, we're actually able to knock the Arcaladon out. And while Comfey may be one of the most supportive Pokemon, and a really cool Pokemon, I've actually used the Babiri Berry one back in the day, and Steel Terrestrialization. But let me know if you've ever used Comfey, what you've ever thought of it. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think of that and the Triage ability. If something like Meganium got Triage, would it also be better? That being said, we've got Annihilate here, and he has Rillaboom and Comfey. At some point, Stonejourner needs to go for Protect, anticipating the Grassy Glide to come in with that Rillaboom. Comfey decides to Protect on the very next turn, and while I was not preferable to Arcaladon being the target of Floral Healing because of its Stamina ability, I'm not a big fan of Rillaboom getting it either. That Wood Hammer, we talked about it in a video, and it is super, super powerful, ladies and gentlemen. It's one of the strongest type attacks, grass type attacks under the grassy terrain. You guys remember Tapu Bulu from Generation 7 and how strong that Wood Hammer was. It decimates Annihilate, and that is very unfortunate because I had plans to go for an Ice Punch into that Rillaboom slot on the turn that he protected. Comfey definitely could have brought down Annihilate from the point that it was at with a Draining Kiss. Now, I gotta be really careful here. Part of me wants to Terrestrialize my Bombardier to get that Rocky Payload and Stab, but also to mitigate the Draining the Draining Kiss that could come in from the Comfey there that will also be not only stabbed, but also priority and super effective against Bombardier. But I also have to mitigate the other side of the coin here, which is if I turn into a rock type, I now attract grass type moves from Rillaboom onto now both of my Pokemon, both Stonejourner and Bombardier. The only offset in this particular exchange is the fact that Bombardier is holding that Choice Scarf, so he is going to be faster than both of these Pokemon. The Grassy Glide will have priority, but I highly doubt he'll attack into Bombardier knowing it is Dark and Flying typing naturally. So we're going to see what he does on this turn. He does decide to Terrestrialize the Rillaboom into a Fire type. Bad choice, my guy. Bombardier is ready to drop some rocks. But, like I said, Comfey has that Floral Healing, and that brings Rillaboom up to a really, really nice, respectable HP, getting all of that HP back. In comes the Grassy Glide into the Stonejourner, instantly knocking it out. So what I'm hoping now is without that power spot bonus, does Rocky Payload contain the power and the stab alongside that Life Orb recoil to get rid of this Rillaboom? In comes this Rock Slide, ladies and gentlemen. And it does bring it almost near death. It looks like I would have been able to KO it. But the thing is, the Floral Healing is still here. And the problem is, I am choice locked without any way to protect, and he can very easily go for a Grassy Glide, which can very, very easily knock me out. And there you have it, guys. Comfey is really, really that good. Its supportive power is unrivaled by anything else. I think it's the only Pokemon that learns Floral Healing that might actually be a move that only it can learn. And that is very unfortunate. I've used this combo a lot in Sword and Shield with Dynamax alongside Kyogre, so I know how well this combo works. It has been pretty phenomenal because Dynamax Kyogre with some really good effort values, this lives pretty much every single hit. Even though that Grassy Glide is more than enough to take out the Bombardier, and I am of the Rock typing instead of the Flying typing, I actually outspeed, but I missed the Rillaboom with the Rock Slide. And looking at that, ladies and gentlemen, after that Life Orb recoil, I would have been able to take that thing down, which means he is going straight away for the Wood Hammer. He is absolutely going to decimate me, but he doesn't target into Bombardier. He targets into a Rangaroo. Oh, that is so good. But unfortunately, even with the Trick Room set up, it's not going to matter. Just simply because of the fact that this thing can just go for a Grassy Glide. And that is very, very unfortunate, as his final Pokemon is a Sneasler, which doesn't take much damage from Rock Slide regardless. And, to add insult to injury, he's also got a Key Berry, or the Grassy Seed, to raise his defense in the grassy terrain. That is very unfortunate, and between both of them, I can't live both of their attacks between a close combat and a Grassy Glide. I can't even live the Grassy Glide from the Rillaboom. I'll see you next time. Rate, comment, subscribe. Power on, power off. See you in about 4 or 5 hours. Take care.